Ever feel like you can't really make a difference unless you have a fancy title? Well, we're here today to totally challenge that idea. We're going to dig into how anyone, in literally any role, can learn to lead. It's not about being the boss, it's about having influence. So let's get into it.
Okay, let's start with a really simple question. When you hear the word leader, what's the first thing that pops into your head? For most of us, right, it's a manager, a director, someone with a certain job title. But here's a thought. What if being a leader and being a manager are two completely different things?
So look at this. On one side, you've got that traditional pyramid structure. Leadership comes from the top down, based on formal authority. But then, look over on the right. That's IC leadership, individual contributor leadership. It's not a pyramid, it's more like a web. It's all about leading through your expertise and your actions. The power comes from who you are, not what your business card says.
So our very first mission here is to totally redefine what we mean by leadership. We're going to look at the rise of this new kind of leader, the IC leader.
So, what is an IC leader really? Well, it's that person who guides and inspires people just by what they know and what they do. You know who I'm talking about. It's the go-to expert on your team, right? Or the coworker who just naturally starts mentoring a new hire. It's that person who sees a problem and just goes and fixes it. Their influence isn't given to them. It's something they've earned.
Okay, so if you're thinking, I want to be that kind of leader, where do you even start? Well, it all begins by looking inward. You've got to uncover your own strengths, because that's the engine that's going to power your leadership.
The source material we're pulling from today just puts it so simply. Knowing what you're good at is the absolute foundation for everything else. I mean, think about it. You can't lead authentically if you don't even know what you're naturally best at. And the great news is, there's a pretty clear process for this. First, you do some self-assessment. Things like personality tests can give you some really objective data to work with. Second, you look at that data and pull out your core strengths. And third, you connect those strengths to the unique value only you can bring. The whole point is to answer one simple question. What can I do better than pretty much anyone else around me?
All right, so just knowing your strengths is step one. But now we've got to talk about putting them into action. This is where you actually start building real, tangible leadership skills.
And this requires a huge mindset shift. You have to stop thinking of your strengths as just, labels on a report. Start thinking of them as an active toolkit. Every single strength is a specialized tool you can pull out to build something, to solve a problem, or to guide a tough conversation.
So what do these strengths actually look like? Well, maybe you have that deep technical expertise. You're the person everyone goes to with the hard questions. Or maybe you're amazing at strategic analysis, seeing the big picture. Perhaps you're an incredible communicator or a creative problem solver. Or maybe you're the empathetic collaborator, the person who's like the glue that holds the whole team together. Do any of those sound like you?
Now here's the magic. The key is to connect your strength to a real, concrete goal. This is how you actually build your leadership muscles. So for example, if your strength is clear communication, maybe your goal is to lead the next big stakeholder meeting. You see what you're doing there? You're deliberately taking your natural talent and applying it to a leadership opportunity. That is how you grow.
Okay, let's tie this all together. We know what an IC leader is, we know how to find our strengths, and we know how to start putting them into action. Now we get to the synthesis of it all, the real heart of leadership.
Because at the end of the day, that's what we're talking about. It's not about the org chart, it's not about processes or rules. It's about something way more personal, way more authentic. It's about you finding the heart of your leadership. And here it is, the big idea that brings everything together. The heart of leadership is simply taking who you are, your unique built-in strengths, and using them in a genuine and effective way to actually make a difference. It's that perfect intersection where your personal value meets your actions in the world. So, if you walk away with just a few things today, let it be these. Number one, leadership is something you do, not a title you have. Number two, your unique strengths are your launchpad. Everything starts there. And number three, the way you grow is by turning those strengths into real actionable goals.
So, we're going to leave you with this final thought. Take a minute and look at your own personal toolkit. What is your single greatest strength? And more importantly, what's one small thing you can do this week to use that strength to lead right from where you're sitting now?